Hello and welcome to the next installation of my series where I make songs and I explain the plot prior to showing you the song. If you're new here, hi! If you're from my first video, hello! I had lovingly received one comment in my previous video of this person saying that they really liked my music and that I should continue, and I was like, yes, I will. And so if you're the same person, hi, thank you so much for the comment. It really made my day and it really inspired me, or really pushed me to want to finish this sooner. Like, I was supposed to finish this last week. I'm still actually not finished as we speak. I'm still going to edit this in post, but now I'm recording the video, and as you can see, I think I'm kind of dressed for the part because I will be introducing new characters for this chapter. We will be meeting the main cast, the main character girl, and the two love interests that I have in store for her. And now that I'm saying this out loud, I'm realizing I have not named them. Anyway, before we continue, I just want to kind of like talk about my outfit because I am playing a character. I'm not the main character yet. I'm playing a woman that the main characters meet, and I wanted to kind of like give a bit of like maybe like pirate, not necessarily, but I wanted there to be like darkness, and I like accentuated my natural moles, and this is actually a pimple. It's okay. I just like accentuated the pimple, and I kind of made it look like a mole. So if the illusion has been broken, it looks like a pimple to you now, that's fine. But yeah, I do have a lot of moles on my face because the sun. If you're curious about my hair, I wanted to look like Narcissa Malfoy, unrelated to the series at all. I do want to give a shout out to a friend of mine that lovingly, darlingly made me fan art of my characters from the previous episode. So shout out to you. I love you very much. Okay, so this is them. So yeah, it's Lorien and Evander, so I don't know how to say his name, but my friend wrote Lyrian, so we're both getting the name wrong. So it was originally Lyrian and then it became Lorien, but she wrote Lyrian. That's fine. Anyway, honestly, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, come through. I love like the headpiece. Like in my head, like she was just like someone that had like long flowing hair. So this was kind of like, I guess, an opposite to that, and that was very interesting. And oh my gosh, I love the shoulder pads. Oh, giving. And like the flowing, is it a pant? Maybe I should have asked before recording. Anyway, absolutely iconic. Absolutely iconic. And I love that she's like hands in prayer because she is like, oh, my love. So yeah, love. And I love the rendition of Evander even more because she got the flame, because that's like a thing. I don't know if I mentioned it in my previous video, but Evander, like his whole thing is like he's like a magician and he makes children happy. So one of the things that he can actually do with like real magic is like the flames. So I'm like I love that. That's like I remember when I saw this for the first time, really, for real. Like, when I saw the flame in the hand, I was like, oh, yeah. A key thing for me, for Evander, is, like, he has, like, burnt fingers because he always, like, lights a flame for show, especially, again, for children to, like, make them happy. So, this was really cool. Thank you so much, my love, for making such beautiful art for me. Am I inspiring the next generation of artists? I say as I know for a fact that I'm actually the same age as this person. So anyway, thank you so much. I love you so much. This was really beautiful, and I love that I'm like fan art stars. It's just so good. It's so good. I love it so much for me. Okay, anyway, so we're gonna go to the story now. We are going to be starting in the woods. So fine, I'll draw trees. I can draw trees. That is part of my skill set. Duh. Our three main people, our three protagonists. The girly, don't know what her name is. I saw in my notebook, I named her Lucrezia, and I was like, why? That's kind of ugly. No offense if your name is Lucrezia. Like, it's just like in my story, I'm like, this is the main guy. Oh, yeah, you can wear a dress, whatever. And then this is the other main guy. Oops. So one of them is a general. So let's use a shotgun. We love violence. No. Anyway, and then the other one is like the Secretary of State, I guess. I don't know, kind of like the right hand man. What did I put? Like, I think it was like a relations officer or whatever. Anyway, just that's like, he's like a political man, okay? So let's just put a book, B for book, so that you know that's a different person. And then let's put a bow in her hair. Oh, we could just put a crown. Okay, does it look like a crown? Yeah, that's a crown. You may ask, Hannah, why are they in the woods? Well, it's because the main character is the daughter of Evander and Lorien. She is the love child, whatever her name is. And so Evander, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in the last episode, Evander, in order to kind of like keep the peace with like the big evil kingdom, he had to marry the princess there. Signified, yeah, she can have the bow. So this is the princess. So they got married, and then Lorien, they had to like break up. Lorien was actually already pregnant, so they had to hide her. So she's been hidden for like, let's say around 2 decades or 20 years. So she's like 20 years old. She could be younger, that's fine. But as I am now an adult, I can now, I don't know, like, writing about children feels really weird. Like, I mean, as a child, I was like, yeah, I could do that. But I look back and I'm like, what do 16-year-olds do? Even though, like, in my head, I'm still 16. I don't trust myself to write about children anymore because I'm not a child and I don't think like a child anymore. So, yeah, she's 20 years old. Or whatever, yeah. Give or take 2 decades, whatever. So, the general was tasked to find her, whoever she is. But the thing is, the Secretary of State, this public relations guy, was already tasked prior. So he was the one who tried to look for her first, okay? But then he kind of like got captured because he's not a military man. He got captured and stuff, and so the king, which is Evander, by the way, there are also, by the way, many kingdoms, but from their kingdom, the king is Evander, and Evander to the Secretary of State was like, you need to find my daughter, and he was like, I bet, and then he got like captured by a bunch of quote-unquote barbarians. So the general had to then basically retrieve both of them, okay? Now we're kind of in present. Again, we're like in medias res. In medias res, or whatever. In medias res. So it's in the middle of things. This is where we start. The general has now found both of them, but now they are presently lost again in this forest. Let's go to a new page. So they're lost, and it's now snowing. This is snow. Those are not asterisks. So it's snowing, and they're lost, and they're hungry, and they're afraid, and they happen to chance upon me. So this is my character. This is a bonfire, and this is me. So, she doesn't necessarily need a name. Okay, we found a name. Her name is Seraphina, which means like fiery, which is so fitting because she's like, I don't know what she's doing there. I want to like say like she's like a nomad, like a wanderer, or maybe she just likes to travel a lot. I would say she's also magical. She has like magical abilities, and so she's actually just like, I don't know, making a roast in the fire, and the smell is what attracted these three people. Oh, you can't see. Okay, now you can see. Sorry. So the roast is actually what like attracted them to the fire. But there were also other people that were attracted by the fire, namely like a Viking-esque person. Yeah, that's a Viking, if I've ever seen one. And like a sailor. I don't know what a sailor looks like. Okay. And like someone that just looks like they will rob you up front. And yeah, this person actually does rob the politician boy because he looks like he's rich, and he is from money, and he looks like he can't like defend himself, but he can. It's just that he was outgunned, like he was outnumbered, which is why he got captured. So he's like, hey, thank you for robbing me, but can you please give me back what has been robbed of me? And the thief is like, okay. They join the fire, and the Viking is like, the roast can't possibly fit all of us. And Seraphina is like, hey, it's literally my roast, and I want to extend generosity to all of you. So if you have a problem like with me and the generosity I will be giving everyone, you can leave. So the Viking is like, okay. Blah. So as like they're waiting for the roast to roast, Seraphina is like, oh, actually, let's sing a song. And she just like pulls out, this is like the gag of the song. I'm gonna tell you now that the gag of the song is that instruments just start appearing. So because I can't tell you like in the middle of the song, because I don't want to like interrupt my song and say, oh, like this manifests in the middle of the song. I'm just gonna tell you. So Seraphina manifests like a pan flute, and then the three of them are like, oh, where did that come from? And then the next person that joins in is the thief, who manifests, just like pulls out a lute out of thin air, and then they're like, oh, what? Where did that come from? Okay, I mean, maybe we just didn't see it, I guess. And then the next person that joins in is the sailor, who pulls out a dulcimer, and then they're like, okay, I didn't think you had pockets. I mean, like, I could see like the thief manifesting a lute, because not to be a profiler, but like, yeah, like I could see that happening. And then the last person to pull out an instrument is the Viking, who pulls out a whole organ, like a pipe organ, and everyone's like, oh, what's happening? So like the point of the song is kind of just to be, it's like additional backgrounding, but it's meant to be kind of comedic and just like really lighthearted, and yeah. Oh, and by the way, like they all kind of just like the three of them, like the three main characters, are kind of just like, what's happening? But they do kind of end up joining in the fun with like stomping and clapping and snapping and all that. So yeah, that's like the thing. And then after the song ends, it's just like nothing happened, and it was just like an out-of-body experience. So yeah, let's go to the song. There once was a queen. The queen was called Wulf.
Wulf!
Wulf was a warrior of strength and of blood. Wary all who dares to fight her. She starved and craved, then from a misty cave, the dragon, the wolf, then bit the dragon. Her teeth cut deeper than iron. The wolf would just sing, will rip off your wing. There once was a land of gems and of flame.
Flame!
Forced by a dragon, but one knew the name. Wary all who dares to conquer. She starved and craved, and from the crashing waves, the kraken, the drake then burned the kraken with flames that burned traitors' ashen. A dragon in flight shall be your last sight. There once was a child whose mom was a witch.
Witch!
Spoke to the water and missed not a hitch. Storm and tide to listen to her. She starved and craved, and from the thick embrace, the wolf fell to tentacles and snaring. The sailors know there is no way back from sea. She captures me. She starved and craved, then from a misty cave, the dragon, the wolf, then bit the dragon. The teeth cut deeper than iron. The wolf went to sing, will rip off your wing. The wolf killed the dragon, the kraken, the kraken, the wolf killed the dragon, the kraken, the wolf, dragon, kraken. The wolf killed the dragon, the kraken, the wolf killed the dragon, the kraken, the wolf, dragon, kraken. I forgot to say in the beginning that this is actually kind of like the story of the three kingdoms. The main kingdom of like Evander and the main girl, they're actually represented by the wolf, which is like, I know I said Evander has like fire, so you might think he's the dragon, but no, he's not the dragon. The dragon is the quote-unquote barbarians that get, I forgot, I don't have a name for him, that get like the hunky Secretary of State person. The Kraken is the big evil kingdom, and if you can notice in the lyrics, the wolf killed the dragon, so that's like their relationship. So the wolf and the dragon, they're like, they don't like each other, none of them like each other, but the wolf does defeat the dragon. In real life, you might be like, ain't no way a wolf is gonna defeat a dragon. It's my lore, okay? And let's just say it's like a big wolf, like a dire wolf, you know, like whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the lore. So the wolf kills the dragon, okay? And then the dragon kills the kraken. So the dragon is like the barbarians, and the barbarians also don't like the kraken, but they're like, they have like, I guess, a culture or like rituals that kind of prevent the kraken from conquering them, and it could be because of like the area in which these people, these barbarians are like situated, and yeah, they've just been free from like the kraken. So yeah, so the dragon defeats the kraken, and then the kraken defeats the wolf. So that's what's presently happening. That's like the main thing that's happening in the story. So it's just like a really interesting dynamic, because what I have in the future prepared, doesn't matter if it's a spoiler, the barbarians and like the people of like, do I have a name for this place? I don't even know, but the people under the rule of King Evander, they do join forces together and then they both defeat the Kraken. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Spoiler! I think that's about it. So yeah, wow, we finished the second song. So if you do enjoy this, please make sure to leave a comment and leave a like and subscribe so that you can keep up with what I have planned for the series. I can stop here. Okay, so yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Love, care, peace, joy. Bye bye.